Hello and welcome to IT Chronicles 10 in Tech. We're here in Las Vegas at ServiceNow Knowledge 18. I'm Carlos Casanova and we're here with my co-host Kirsty McGowan.
Hi, Carlos.
And Aghijit from ServiceNow. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Aghijit, we spoke I think about 2 years ago. We had some conversations. Things have grown a little bit, kind of moved pretty quickly, and you had I hear a great keynote this morning. Tell us about what that was and how things have progressed in really a short time frame.
Yeah, it's very interesting. 2 years ago at this very conference, we launched Customer Service Management. So I'm the GM of the business unit that is responsible for that business. And it's been a phenomenal run since then. I still remember actually 3 years ago that I joined ServiceNow. And it was at Knowledge 15 that I showed a prototype of Customer Service Management to the audience. And believe it or not, right in that audience, I found my first customers.
Oh, really?
Unbelievable, huh?
Wow.
Well done.
These customers do sales too, I guess.
It was just a way to get feedback, essentially, into the direction that we were thinking in, and it just makes sense. And unbelievable, traction we got in the market. These customers are some of our best reference customers, loyal customers. And so essentially the product was built in close collaboration with many of these early customers. Right. And it's doing pretty well in the market today.
That's great. That's great. So, so maybe for some of the folks that aren't as familiar with customer service management, what is the purpose of it? Why are they? Obviously, people are flocking or companies are flocking to leverage it. What are the value components that they're trying to get out of it, and obviously realizing value there?
Yeah. So basically, traditionally, in customer service, companies have been using CRM solutions, and actually I have been building CRM solutions for the last 20 years of my career as well, before I joined ServiceNow. And these CRM solutions, they are designed for customer engagement, which is really about allowing customers to contact companies via different channels, like telephone or email, and then logging these issues as cases. And that's important. That's very important. But what is also very important is streamlining the underlying operational processes which you need to solve these cases. And that's what service management is fundamentally designed for. So all we did is we combined CRM concepts in customer engagement with service management concepts in running operations to create customer service management. And this is a very unique combination. You don't find this anywhere else in the market.
It's quite surprising, isn't it? I mean, when you say it like that, it seems pretty obvious. I mean, combining those two things would make perfect sense. So it seems strange that it hasn't been done before. So why do you think, that no one had come up with that before?
I think there was, there's one thing that's trend that's happening in industry, which is that of digital transformation.
Yes.
Sure.
And with digital transformation, essentially your services are increasingly becoming digital or powered by technology.
Sure.
I mean, think about yourself with your own personal lives, like, starting from your travel planning to your commuting, everything you're doing via some sort of a digital service, right? So that's actually one of the trends which is expediting this convergence of customer service and service management, because a lot of your services are not powered by technology. And this was not there 10 years ago. This trend was just not there. So that's why you are seeing this convergence happen, and we are one of the first ones to actually, get on the bandwagon.
Just being at the right place at the right time.
Right place at the right time with the right platform.
Yes.
We are the market leaders in service management, so it's kind of natural that we apply service management to solving the customer service challenges as well.
So what do you think the biggest challenge that you're able to solve with this solution is?
So what we say is that with ServiceNow's customer service management solution, the customer service becomes effortless, connected, and proactive. These are the sort of the three main key value propositions. Effortless is kind of obvious. It's easy for customers to get service through self-help, self-service. Connected is where it becomes very interesting, because in most organizations, there are so many silos that when you can connect them together on a common platform and drive those issues to resolution, that's when the productivity really goes up and customer service becomes the team sport. So we're allowed to do that. And the third thing is about being proactive. And everybody wants customer service to be proactive. Well, we all want customer service to be proactive, but it's very difficult to do.
Right.
So that's where we take advantage of our service management, especially in the operations area, where we can proactively monitor connected services and take actions to prevent outages and stuff like that. And that really is what we do. Effortless, connected, and proactive customer service.
So we've been speaking to a lot of people, and I'm not sure if it's already in the pipeline, if it's there, or if it's on the roadmap for the artificial intelligence piece. With you saying proactive, I start thinking, okay, how can we simplify that, because we don't want the hands-on as much as we can. So has that already become part of it? I presume if it's not in there already, it's on the roadmap?
Yes, AI is already part of our customer service management solution. We actually released a feature, product earlier in the last release called Agent Intelligence. So what that does is it uses AI to categorize, prioritize, and assign cases. In a lot of organizations, suppose let's say you have a self-service portal. Your customer is going to your portal and they're saying, okay, they have a problem with their laptop or their password reset or whatever, right? Now, you need to intelligently route that to the right organization who can solve that problem, right?
Sure.
In a lot of organizations, this is still very manual, actually.
Yes.
Either you use very manual, or you write like hundreds and thousands of rules which get outdated with time, and it's very difficult to keep those in sync. So you have a lot of people who's constantly reassigning cases to the right organization, and this takes up so much of time and so much of productivity goes. So we just automated the whole thing using machine learning, and now with out-of-box capabilities, you just need to train the agent intelligence engine on your data, and it figures out exactly what kind of learning to apply, and it just works out of the box. Just stick it on, switch off a button, that's it.
Right.
So that's an example of how we're using machine learning and AI essentially.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge part of the predictive side, right? And the key being, I think, the simplicity of it. Because it's been done, but it's at the cost of 2 or 3 people, maintaining the groups and the routing and all that. And to your point, especially in this day and age where organizations are changing constantly, if that's if nothing else is happening, the organization is changing. And maintaining it, let's be honest, it never happens. It's like architectural plans. They're done, they're printed. They're never updated.
Never updated, right? Yes, that's right. So with this, you don't need to maintain those rules anymore.
Right. And and that leads into a lot of the other stuff that we've been talking about. Is that creates cost of delay, that cause friction. There's a lot of other stuff that downstream, if you don't get that accurate.
Finally, I would say, finally, really, it's about resolving customer issues or delivering to their requests as quickly as possible. In today's world, nobody wants to wait. You want to get things done instantaneously. You have an app, you click a button, you need the result right there, right? So these are the technologies that now companies can employ to essentially provide that kind of service to their customers.
And I mean, I think that's a lot of the challenge today, is that we do expect things to happen now. We don't want to send an email and expect an answer and a solution tomorrow. We want to push a button and have it happen immediately.
Absolutely. See, one of the benefits of the service management approach is that a lot of the heavy lifting is, to provide the customer experience, the superior experience, where it's easy for the customers, it's effortless. A lot of the heavy lifting has to be done behind the scenes. And that's really what we allow companies to do. Streamline their operational processes so that the customer's experience is smooth and effortless.
So on that note, and we've got to wrap up, but so in 2 years, and we're talking about speed, so in 2 years you've made a lot of progress. So we would expect in 1 year now, we're going to see how much more progress? So when we talk to you next year, are we going to see growth again?
Absolutely. Just at this conference, so 2 years ago when we launched, we already had live customers because we were, testing the product with them. They bought our product, they were using it, and they were up on stage talking about, that it was a very credible launch. It was not just a, a press release. This year, guess how many customers we have on stage?
I'd hate to think.
I'm not going on camera with that.
So we have more than 20 customers on stage at this event. We could have put up to 50, but we just didn't have enough slots to slot them in. And many of them have won industry awards.
Wow.
Customers like Epicor, Nice Systems, Vodafone, Shaw Telecommunications, State of Tennessee. These have all won industry awards for innovating in customer service.
That's great.
And they're all here, they're talking about their achievements, and it's been great.
So you're providing the basis for them to be able to do that.
It's really their achievement. You just help them as a partner, that's all.
Great.
Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much. It's great to see the success, the progress. Look forward to next year seeing maybe 500 on the stage.
We need a much, much bigger venue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.